Good morning, students. I am Prema, your biology teacher from BRGS. Welcome to my biology class. Today we will learn about the topic linkage and recombination. Under that we will discuss these points: process of linkage and recombination, differences between linkage and crossing over, polygenic inheritance, pleiotropy, pedigree analysis. Last, that is sex determination. These are the points we will discuss in this class. Okay, let's move on to linkage and recombination. Introduction part. We are already discussed about inheritance and variation in the last class. Yes or no? All these phenomenon occurs due to the presence of genes within the nucleus. That is the main point. These linkage and recombination, the hybridization all occurs due to the inheritance of the genes from their parents to their offsprings. Yes or no? That is all comes under the genetics. Who is the father of genetics here? Gregor John Mendel. Yes or no? Next come to linkage and recombination. What do you mean by linkage and recombination? When two genes in a dihybrid cross were situated on same chromosome. Imagine that when two genes in a dihybrid cross were situated on same chromosome, the position of parental gene combination was much higher than the non-parental type. What it means? Here, two genes are involved in this process. Dihybrid cross means here two genes are involved in the dihybrid cross. Okay, that's why we call it as dihybrid cross here. These genes are located on the similar chromosome or in the same chromosomes. Here the results gives higher combination of parental type compared to the non-parental type. Then why it will happen? See here. Morgan attributed this due to the physical association. Physical association of the genes occurs in the dihybrid cross. That's why the linkage and recombination occurs. Morgan attributed this due to the physical association or the linkage of the two genes. Here linkage of the two genes occurs due to the physical association. Yes or no? And coined to describe the physical association of genes on same chromosome. Morgan attributed this is due to the physical association, physical contact between the two chromosomes or between the two genes. The Morgan describes only the physical association of the genes in this linkage and recombination. For this above doubt, Morgan gives answer. What he'll give? These characters are comes to the new individual. These characters are comes to the new individual means new offsprings due to the physical association. Some characters are comes from the parents to their offsprings due to the inheritance means copying the characters from the parents to their offsprings due to the linkage and recombination process that will occur due to the physical association of the genes or the chromosome. For this reason only the characters, some characters are coming from the parents to their offsprings or new progeny. Yes or no? Morgan coined this is to describe the physical association of genes on same chromosome. Okay. The generation of non-parental gene combination during dihybrid cross is called recombination. What do you mean by recombination here? The generation of non-parental gene combination during dihybrid cross. These all combination linkage that will all occurs only in the dihybrid cross. Here two characters are involved in the dihybrid cross. That's why the combination will occurs. Okay, that is called as recombination. What do you mean by recombination? Once again, the generation of non-parental gene combination during dihybrid cross is called as recombination. When genes are located on same chromosome, only they are tightly linked and show very recombination. Wherever the tight linked genes are there, they show the very low recombination. See here, opposite, inversely proportional. Where the tightly linked chromosomes are there, here very low recombination will occur. See, this is the diagrammatic representation of the linkage process. See here, Morgan conducted results of dihybrid cross. Here Morgan considered in the dihybrid cross. Here cross A shows the crossing between the gene Y and W. In the first cross, that is cross A, shows crossing between the gene Y and W. Cross B shows crossing between the genes W and M. See, cross A and cross B, both are there here. Here dominant wild type alleles are represented with plus. See here, plus indicates the dominant character in the superscript. See, in this diagram, plus is there, that is represents the dominant characters on the superscript. Okay. At the end of this cross, at the end of this dihybrid cross, results of this cross is the strength linkage between the Y and W is higher than the W and M. What is the result here? At the end of this cross, the results of this cross is the strength of linkage between Y and W is higher than W and M. Got it? Next come to differences between crossing over and linkage. How the crossing occurs in between the genes or in between the chromosomes, and also linkage. How it will link between the genes or chromosomes. What is the difference between the crossing over and linkage here? First one, crossing over. The first point, it leads to separation of together. Okay, see here. It leads to separation of linked genes. Here the separation already occurs, that is separated by the genes. Crossing over leads to the separation of the genes, linked genes. In the case of linkage, it keeps the genes together. Here separation occurs, here there is no separation between the genes. Second point in the crossing over, it involves exchange of segments between the non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. See here, it involves the exchange of the segments or exchange of the chromosomes or exchange of the genes occurs in between the chromatids, means chromosomes, non-sister chromosomes or non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome or similar chromosome, that is occurs in the crossing over. In the case of linkage, it involves individual chromosomes. Linkage always includes the individual chromosome. This is the phenomenon occurs only in the individual chromosomes or individual genes. Third point in the crossing over, the frequency of crossing over groups never crossing over the groups never exceed 50% than chromosome. See here, the frequency of crossing over never exceeds 50%. Only 50% of crossing over occurs in all the living organisms. Okay, that is the main differences here. The number of linkage can never be more than haploid number. See, in the case of linkage, only haploid numbers of chromosomes will linked, physically linked. Here, not exceed 50% than chromosomes. This is the main differences between the crossing over and linkage. Next come to polygenic inheritance. Mendel's studies mainly describes those traits that have distinct alternate forms such as flower color, which are either purple or white. You remember that the incomplete dominance, polygenic inheritance main occurs in the incomplete dominance cases. Here Mendel studies mainly described those traits that have distinct alternative forms. Means only here he is taking the traits that have distinct alternative forms. For example, we are taking flower color. Here two traits are there, one purple and white colored flowers. Okay, which are either purple or white. But if you look around, you will find that there are spread across a gradient. For example, in humans, we don't just have tall or short peoples. Yes or no? As two distinct alternatives, but a whole range of possible heights. We are seeing so many different heights, so many different dwarf characters around us. There is no characters of two, only one, like that we call it as polygenic. So many means more than two, more than five genes are involved in the copying the characters. That is called as polygenic inheritance. Here such traits are generally controlled by the three or more genes and are called as polygenic traits. Here only single characters are controlled by the three or more genes. Yes or no? That's why we call it as polygenic inheritance. Besides the involvement of multiple genes, polygenic inheritance also takes into account that influence of environment. Here, environment also involved in the inheritance. Okay, effect of environment on the inheritance of the characters from the parents to their offspring. That is the main intention of the polygenic inheritance here. Here Mendel describes only flower colors, that is either purple or white. But in our life we look around us, we will find different traits. Yes or no? Here one more example is human skin. Human skin color is another classic example for this polygenic inheritance. We are seeing white color, red color, so many colors are there in our skin. Yes or no? That is also an example for the polygenic inheritance. In a polygenic traits, the phenotype reflects the contribution of each allele. See here, the contribution of each allele represents the phenotypic characters of the individual. In a polygenic trait, the phenotype reflects the contribution of each allele. Each allele represents the phenotypic character, means external characters of each individual. That is also affected by the alleles. That is comes under polygenic inheritance. That is the effect of each allele is additive. That means here all genes are equally contribute their work in inheritance. Here one character will be appearing due to the presence of the two or pair of alleles. Here two pair of alleles or alleles represents the character, okay, single character. A pair of genes or alleles represents the single character, means equally contributed their work in the characteristics or in the inheritance of the characters. To understand this better, let us assume that three genes, capital A, B, C. Okay, there are three genes here control the skin color. See, we are considering three genes, that is capital A, B, C. These all, we are assuming that three genes A, B, C control the skin color. They are representing the skin color in human with the dominant forms capital A, B, C. ABC genes representing the skin color, that is the dominant characters of ABC is ABC. Okay, responsible for dark skin color. See here, dominant character means dark. We are considering dark colored as dominant character here, capital A, B, C. Okay, and the recessive forms is small a, B, C. Recessive character represented as small a, B, C here for light skin color. Capital A, B, C is the dominant character representing the dark skin color. Here small a, B, C represents the light skin color. Okay. The genotype with all the dominant alleles are, they are giving gametes, yes or no, that is capital AA, capital BB, capital CC. There are the gametes coming from the dominant characters. We'll have the darkest skin color and that with all the recessive alleles. With alleles, recessive alleles, they are also giving the gametes here, small AA, small BB, small CC. That is also a gametes which are coming from the recessive alleles. They are lightening skin color. They represent the lightened skin color here. According to the law of dominance, we already studied in the previous classes. Yes or no? Law of dominant character. What will happen? Only dominant character or appeared in the F1 generation. Yes or no? Like that, here also, as expected, the genotype with 3 dominant alleles and 3 recessive alleles with an intermediate skin color. Here 3 dominant character, 3 recessive character and with 1 intermediate skin color, that is 3 dominant, 3 recessive, 1 recombinant or recessive character will appear at the end of this cross. Conclusion of this genotypic inheritance here, in this manner the number of each type of alleles in the genotype would determine the darkness or lightness of the skin in an individual. See, at the end of this conclusion, we will get genotype would determine the darkness or lightness of the skin in an individual. Next come to pleiotropy. But in this pleiotropy, what will happen? See here, we will know that the effect of gene on a single phenotype or trait through the law of dominance and law of incomplete dominance. See here, pleiotropy. What do you mean by pleiotropy here? We know that the effect of a gene or a single phenotype or trait through single gene, that is comes from the 2 laws, that is law of dominance or law of incomplete dominance. But in the pleiotropy, a single gene can exhibit multiple phenotypic expression. Very important here. But in this pleiotropy, a single gene can exhibit multiple phenotypic expression. See here, only single gene expressing the multiple characters. Such a gene is called as pleiotropy genes. Very important, girls. But in this pleiotropy, a single gene can exhibit multiple phenotypic expression. Such a gene is called as pleiotropic gene. For example, a single gene affects metabolic pathways which contribute towards different phenotypes. See here, only single gene that carries the different types of metabolic activities within the body. That we call it as pleiotropic gene here. Another example for the pleiotropic disease, that is phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria, which occurs in humans. Phenylketonuria, which occurs in human beings. That is a common disease that is occurs due to the mechanism of the pleiotropic gene within the body. Okay. This disease caused by mutation in the gene that codes for enzyme phenylalanine. Yes or no? This is caused by the mutation. What do you mean by mutation here? Sudden heritable changes in the chromosomes, all in the set of chromosome. Sudden multiplication, sudden reproduction, sudden alteration will occur within the chromosome. That is main causes for the phenylalanine chemical, which is produced within the DNA. Okay, that is the main disease, phenylketonuria. Okay, here single gene mutation occurs. Here single gene mutation occurs. That we call it as phenylketonuria. This manifests itself through the phenotypic expression characterized by the mental retardation. See here, this manifests means early born baby. Okay, this manifests itself through phenotypic expression characterized by the mental retardation. That is also leads to the mental retardation and a reduction in the hair and skin pigmentation. See, we will see the white hairs in the early age. That is also comes under phenylketonuria disease. Mental retardation and a reduction in hairs and skin pigmentation. Here, gene manipulates itself through the phenotypic expression characterized by the mental retardation and a reduction in hair and skin pigmentation. Let's move on to the pedigree analysis. What do you mean by pedigree analysis? The analysis of traits in several generations of a family is called the pedigree analysis. What do you mean by pedigree analysis? Here, the analysis of traits in several generations of a family is called as pedigree analysis. We will see the diseases which comes from the parents to their offsprings or grandma to their grandson, because we are identified easily due to the pedigree analysis. With the help of pedigree analysis, we can easily identify the diseases, where it will come, how it will come from the generation to generation. That is analyzed by the analysis of the pedigree analysis. Okay. The inheritance of a particular trait is represented in the family tree over several generations. It is used to trace the inheritance of particular trait abnormality and diseases. How it will come? That can be identified by the pedigree analysis. See here, in this pedigree analysis chart, we are telling the sickle cell anemia, which is coming from the parents to their offsprings in the several generations. See, darkening red color round picture indicates the affected by the sickle cell. Okay, first indicates the affected cell, sickle cell. Okay, next empty round cell indicates the not affected by the sickle cell. See, lightening color indicates the carrier which carries the gene of sickle cell anemia. Next, plain round color indicates the male parent or male one. Square empty box indicates the female one. See, in this chart, the pedigree analysis of sickle cell disorder. Here, male and female parent carries the or affected by the sickle cell disease. After it got married, see here 3 offsprings are obtained. Here 2, one male and female child got the disease of sickle cell. One male which is not involved in the sickle cell anemia. Like that, we are easily identify the cell which affected by the sickle cell anemia disease here. Next, come to sex determination. How we will find out the sex of the newborn baby? That comes under sex determination here. Here, Hanking in 1891 observed a trace of specific nuclear structure in few insects. Hanking, he was the scientist which determined the structure of the insect, sex structure of the insects in the 1891. He also observed that this specific nuclear structure is located on 50% of sperms only. See, some nuclear structure is there that is only located on the sperms, means male character. He called this X body. See here, he observed that the specific nuclear structure is located on the 50% of sperms only. He called this as X body, means sex body. He was not able to explain its significance. What is the significance behind the X body? He will not able to explain. Later it was observed that the ovum that receives the sperms. Later the studies indicates the ovum that receives the sperms with X body become female and those not becomes male. So this X body was called as sex chromosomes. See, later observation he concluded that ovum that receives the sperms, ovum that receives the sperms with X body. Female does not becomes male, so this X body was called as sex chromosome, and other chromosomes are called as autosomes. There are two types of cells are there, autosomal cells and allosomal cells here. Allosomal cells also called as sex cells. In humans and other organisms, XY types of XX determination is seen, but in some insects. In the case of some insects like Drosophila, XO type of sex determination is present. In human beings, XX or XY type of sex determination we are identifying, but in some insects like Drosophila, only XO type of sex determination we will get. In both type of sexual determination, male produce two different types of gametes, either with or without X. See, in male produces two types of gametes, X or XY. Okay, with or without X. It will give X or Y. Both type of gametes are present in the male body, or some with X chromosome. Such types of sex determination are called as male heterogamy. Male gives X or Y. Okay. Such types of X determination are called as male heterogamy. Here two different types of chromosomes are there, that is X and Y. Two types of gametes are there. That's why we call it as male heterogamety. In birds, ZW types of sex determination is present. Very important. In birds, ZW type of sex determination is present. Two different types of gametes are produced by females. See here. In the case of birds, two different types of gametes are produced by the females in terms of sex chromosomes. Okay, this type of sex determination is called as female heterogamy. This is in the case of birds. Sex determination in human beings, XY type, out of 23 pairs means 46 chromosomes. Okay, 22 pairs are exactly same in males. See here, 22 pairs are exactly same in male and female called autosomes. In both the cases, male and female, out of 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosome, 22 pairs of chromosomes exactly same in male and female called autosomes. Autosomes means which represents the body characteristics of the human beings, that is exactly similar in the male and female. A pair of X chromosome is represented in female and XY represented in male. Here female contains X chromosome, male contains X and Y chromosomes. During spermatogenesis, male produces two types of gametes, that is called sperms. 50% carries the chromosomes and remaining 50% contains X chromosome. Here in the case of males, X and Y, two types of gametes are there. Here 50% X chromosomes are there, 50% Y chromosomes are there. Female produces only one kind of gametes. See here, female produces only single type of chromosome, that is called X and X, that is called as ovum, having X chromosomes only. Mutation is a phenomenon which results in the alteration of DNA sequences and consequently results in the change in the genotype and phenotype of an organism. I already told you girls. What do you mean by mutation? This is the alteration or sudden heritable changes in the set of chromosomes. Okay, alteration of the DNA sequences and consequently result in the changes in the genotype. It leads to the changes in the whole genotypic characters which is present in the human beings. Okay, the mutation that arises due to the change in the single base pair of DNA are called as point mutation. The mutation that occurs in the particular gene or in the single gene, that we call it as point mutation. This is very important for your examination, girls. What do you mean by point mutation? The mutation occurs or arises due to the changes in the single base pair, only in the single gene of the DNA are called as point mutation. For example, sickle cell anemia. This is the only one disorder which represent the point mutation. What do you mean by point mutation? The mutation that arise due to the change in the single base pair of DNA are called as point mutation. For example, sickle cell anemia. See, in this diagram, male and female both are there. Here male produces sperms, female produces ovum. After the hybridization or after the crossing, after the mating, the sperm and egg produces male child. Only egg and egg produces female child. Thank you, girls.